Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. My next guest, one of my favorite guests that we have on, the head of the Wynn Sportsbook at the Wynn Hotel and Casino, Sportsbook and the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas. The great John Avello is with us. John, what's up?
Hello, Artie. Things are fine, thank you.
Hey, John. So let's talk about the big game this weekend. We got Pats, Broncos. What's the line you have right now?
Right now, we opened up the Broncos 2.5-point favorite, and there's been no movement at all in the game. Now, that doesn't mean there hasn't been money. It's just that it's been a great balanced run on both sides. The totals would shifted a little bit. We opened the total 56, it's dropped down to 54.5. So that's the only movement on the game so far.
That's odd that people wouldn't think. I don't know. I guess it could be a sucker, but I think it'd be a big over. But 56 is a high number,
Is it?
Yeah, 56 high number for the NFL.
Yes, it is. But the way Denver scores, they average in the 30s, high 30s a game, and New England can score. They can play the up and down the field game too. The question will be, will the defenses take over in this game? I don't think so. I mean,
no.
maybe early, but no, I don't think late.
I feel like the Patriots are going to end up running the ball a lot more than we expect. We're touting this to be a shootout of quarterbacks.
Right.
And I just have this sinking feeling that Belichick's going to go in there and say, hey, we're bigger and stronger than they are up front, and we can run the ball directly at them, kind of reducing their ability to be sideline-to-sideline guys against the run because their linebacking core is incredibly fast.
Yeah.
But they're small. I just feel like, keep the ball away from Peyton and run it. Do you think
that's a slap in the face at all of Tom Brady? It's in Boston, right? I mean, it's.
Well, that's the thing.
You think that's going to get him angry, John?
But he's such a team guy.
I know.
He's going to take
weird.
it.
Tom Brady is one of the best short passers the game has ever known, because he can control a game with 6 and 7 yard passes the entire game. So if you mean that he's going to use more clock because he's not going to be going for 30 and 40 yards passes, you may be entirely correct. But that doesn't mean that he's not going to move the ball. He's just going to move it in short.
No, but if they ask him to just hand it off a lot more than what we're expecting, I would think that. You look at that matchup and you're like, man, everyone's going to compare Tom and Peyton, and this is all speculation. Right. But normally you would expect a quarterback to be like, let me open it up, coach, let me open it up. I think Tom Brady is the kind of guy that he's willing to do whatever they need to do to get the win. I think in this game it's going to be handing the ball off.
What quarterback,
right.
John? What quarterback over the years was as a guy like from pure gambling sense was like almost a guaranteed cover a lot of the time. So, like over in the last 30 years, do you think there was one quarterback where you said, "My God, because this guy's the quarterback, they're going to cover"? Well,
I'm going to say no. You're probably going to have to point to some of the guys over the last 10 or 12 years, because the game of football was not about running up the score. It wasn't about that.
Right.
The offenses are just so sharp today compared to what they used to be. And so the scores used to be, maybe 27-24, 17-13, a lot of games like that. And it's rare to find games like that today. So guys that cover the spread now, Tom Brady has a great record covering the spread. Peyton Manning has a great record covering the spread. And especially in games where they need a win or they're going to perform at their best.
Drew Brees.
A lot of games these guys play towards the end of the year where the season's over. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs, and they're just playing kind of to get the season over. And those kind of games they don't cover. But when the game's on the line, you'll see these guys, covering more than not.
Yeah.
Talk a little about college hoops, Kentucky. How for real are these freshmen at Kentucky? Like, what do you give their chances
to win it all?
To win it all, yeah.
We have them in the book like 7-2, 3-1 or 7-2. We've taken a lot of money on them, but when you look at it right now, you say, "Wow, I see a good team on the floor." But when we get down to 64 teams and you have to win those 6 games, it's a little different. Yes, you get a couple of easy games if you're in the top 4 teams. You get two easy games and then a couple of moderate games, but the last 2 are really tough. So when you look at 3-1, it doesn't look like value at all, because you can parlay when the team gets in the tournament and probably get that. So it makes no sense to take a short price at this point.
Yeah, at 7-2 and 3-1, they had to be close to the top. Is there anyone more favored than them?
No, there's not.
Yeah.
Michigan State's getting some money. Yes, that's another team also that plays better towards. Now, I think Michigan State's probably a more dangerous team than Kentucky is, and not because they have better athletes. It's just that the coach really can prepare a team from beginning of the season to end, whereas the Kentucky coach every year has to change. He has to get these young guys with these young minds, who first year of college, he has to get them to kind of get ready and get going. And by the time we get to the end of the year, I don't know if he's still got them in that mode. Yes, they elevate their game, but I'm not sure he has them where the Michigan State coach would.
In the last 4 weeks with the Giants going on a winning streak, have you taken any stupid money about them going?
Yeah,
people putting money down for them going to the bowl.
That's not a good team for me if they win it all.
Yeah.
We had them pretty high, Artie. We raised them up to about, I think we had them at 500 to 1.
Yeah.
And here they are. They're sitting at 0-6 and doesn't look like anything. But now all of a sudden, and I'll tell you another team we did the same thing with was the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
And now both teams are kind of somewhat there. I think they both have to end up winning their division. But
right.
They both certainly do have a chance.
You had 500 to 1 for the Giants to win it all, not just get to the bowl.
That's correct.
I think you're fine. I think
better hope so.
But it's just
thanks for making me feel good.
Nah, it's just funny. There's a lot of guys with money would throw $1,000 on that. You never know.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly, 500,000.
Yeah.
Pro hoops, the Heat. I don't know. A lot of people say everybody's going Pacers.
Yeah.
I'm still afraid of the Heat. What's it look like on the board with you?
We know the Heat are going to be a good team. We knew that coming in. We've known that for quite a few years now. And we also know that Indiana was a good team coming in. We saw the way they finished the season, and they haven't disappointed so far this year. I guess the one surprise to me is on the other side is the Portland team.
Right.
They've started the season real well, playing both on the road and at home, playing well. And I don't know how long they stick around, but it's a nice way to start a season for a team that wasn't expected to do as well.
Real quick,
they're 11-2.
Yeah, real quick, we gotta roll. But Derrick Rose, he just got hurt. Say Derrick Rose is out for the next 50 games. What do you do with the Bulls? How much does that change?
It puts him in the same situation it put him in last year.
Yeah,
and it's not a good situation.
Right.
He cannot come back the last 2 or 3 weeks of the year and get the team back together. He's obviously not stable. And I don't know if, maybe his career, maybe he's never going to be stable again. But I thought he had to play the whole season, and they had to get some cohesiveness going, and obviously that doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah. All right, John. Listen, man, I love these quick hits for you because we get more knowledge about what's going on than we do in the whole hour with other people. I appreciate you talking to us, and we'll talk to you real soon, obviously, okay?
Okay, thank you, guys.
The great John Avello from Wynn Sportsbook. Go pay Wynn Sportsbook a visit. I heard it's amazing. That's the one sportsbook I haven't been to because I haven't been there in the last 5 years. I've been to Vegas in 5 years now. I'm due a trip out there. I used to go to Mandalay Bay and the Mirage Sportsbook a lot, but I am going to Wynn immediately because I hear it's the best. And, of course, John Avello's there. How can you go wrong? Go to Wynn. All right, going to take a quick break and end this thing, the Artie Lange Show.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.